Welcome to Mr. Wizard's Workshop, episode 34. This week, we'll be covering productivity principle number 8. In last week's episode, I discussed the 7th of a group of core principles for personal productivity. These are the mindsets, beliefs, paradigms, patterns, mental models, which can be the foundation to build all of your productivity techniques, systems, and practices on. And last week's principle, number 7, was your future can either be an extension of your past or something new that you can create. For many people, their future will just be a repetition or extension of their past. I think this quote from Tony Robbins pretty much sums up the whole lesson, which is the past does not equal your future unless you live there. This week, we're going to be drilling down into productivity principle number 8, which is focus on what you want to create, not on what you want to avoid. So many of us struggle with a negative mindset because we have the habit of worrying about the future. And there are a million bad things that might theoretically happen. But it's very important to understand that if you focus your mind on what you don't want, you'll be more likely to create that. Conversely, if you focus in your mind on what you do want, you'll be more likely to create that. Said another way, what you think about expands. So here's a amusing tale. I call it the nocebo effect. It's a true story. Nocebo is the opposite of placebo. So 26-year-old man walked in the emergency room and fell on the floor. An empty prescription bottle dropped from his hands. Help me. I took all my pills. So Mr. A, as he was referred to in the 2007 case study, was still conscious, but pale-faced, drowsy, lethargic. He told doctors he had impulsively swallowed 29 capsules after a fight with his girlfriend, and the pills were an experimental drug for depression he had been given in a clinical trial. So they were clearly having an effect on him. His blood pressure dropped abnormally low. His heart rate was a rapid 110 beats per minute. After 4 hours on an IV, he still showed little improvement. Then a doctor who oversaw the clinical trial arrived, and he said that Mr. A was part of the placebo group, the patients who were selected at random and without their knowledge received a pill that did nothing at all. They were getting the sugar pill. So any symptoms he was having weren't coming from the pills, but from his mind. Amusingly, Mr. A expressed surprise and almost tearful relief, and within 15 minutes, his blood pressure rose and his heart rate returned to normal. He was fine. If your self-talk fixates on obstacles, roadblocks, the wrong people, bad advice, scarcity, problems, or possible problems, things that you don't want, you're training your brain to seek those things out and present them to you. So the book and the movie, The Secret, expounds on this principle. It's basically the law of attraction, which is positive thoughts bring positive results into a person's life, while negative thoughts bring negative outcomes. Focusing your energy in positive ways will bring positive changes to your life in the future. Now, the Secret, the book, and the movie gives me a little bit of heartburn. I mean, I think their intentions were good and the principles that they were expounding on were good, but I don't believe their kind of implied assertion that they're one or more powerful secret societies that are aware of this secret and are dedicated to keeping the secret from us common folk. That just kind of makes me laugh. So here's the recap. Productivity principle number 8. Focus on what you want to create, not on what you want to avoid. And I've included some quotes from several people who have been expounding on this principle for many years before The Secret came out. If we focus on what's ugly, we attract more ugliness into our thoughts and then into our emotions and ultimately into our lives. Wayne Dwyer. What you think about expands. If your thoughts are centered on what's missing, then what's missing by definition will have to expand. Again, Wayne Dwyer. Deepak Chopra, who's a big buddy of Wayne's, said, whatever we focus our attention on will expand in our experience. If we focus on cultivating the higher qualities of love, compassion, joy, and peace, they will expand, not only in our own lives, but also into the world beyond. Dr. David Hawkins, the basic rule of the psychic universe is that like attracts like. Finally, Earl Nightingale, we become what we think about most of the time, and that's the strangest secret. So your action item for this week is, first, resolve to pay attention to your thoughts and feelings. That is, be mindful. And it's surprising as I'm going through all these principles, how being mindful, being more aware of yourself and what's going on moment to moment is a powerful tool. More specifically, identify one thing that you don't want, but for whatever reason you still seem to be focusing on, and then flip the script on it. So it can be in the domain of work, health, family, spirituality, community, whatever. I can give you an example. So if you think about your bills, then your bills will expand. So instead, you can think about your income, and your income will expand. Be grateful for what you have, all the opportunities you have to increase your income while serving others. So I have a question for you. Are you an entrepreneur who's highly motivated to improve your productivity, but you still struggle with procrastination, regularly find yourself neglecting your highest priority tasks? If so, then schedule a free 30-minute quick start to time blocking working session with me, and I'll show you how to beat procrastination and get your shit done. That's the link, the accountabilitywizard.com scheduling. I'll also put the link into description, the recording of this live workshop. I'm a master of time blocking, and I can help you master it also. Now, I have a very limited number of time blocks available in my calendar, so grab a slot while you can. Thanks for watching this video recording from my live weekly workshop. Every Sunday, I feature instantly actionable steps you can take to overcome procrastination, increase your productivity, and get your shit done. Followed up by Q&A and discussion with the live participants. I really hope you found this video useful and you feel like watching it was time well spent. Please post any questions or comments you have. I always answer posts. I'd appreciate it very much if you would like this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you know anyone that would enjoy and benefit from this particular episode, please send them the link. Stay productive, my friends.